What are you, deaf? Don't try that Halloween shit with me.
You think it's over now? You're wrong.
All aboard the night train.
It's over, Prime.
This is the siege.
I'm a man of my word.
Hey. Yeah. Dead or alive, consider this home. No killing the vibe in the night watch zone. Xenomorphs hype when the lights come on. Hit like and subscribe and the show might blow. Go viral, no COVID. It's a spiral emotions. Hand on the Bible. Only go sign on the dopest your vitals. Better tune in, yeah, you know it's vital. From Schwarzenegger to Kane Hodder. Corey G down to Harry Potter. Shit, Sigourney Weaver love the night watch zone. Come with me to the night watch zone.
Well, there are two things a man should never run from, even if they cost him his life.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good night, and I hope everyone's doing really well. Monday night, and our original topic for this evening, we have switched, fighting Mother Nature and wind and storms and everything. But we made it. We're here. We're gonna have a really good time, and with an interesting countdown, perhaps maybe some voting from you guys, fairly interactive. That's the idea. We're going to be talking about final girls in horror. I mean, which to me is one of the most important aspects of so many of my favorite movies from yesterday and even today. Real quick, just to say hey to you guys, a blanket hello. What's going on, CJ? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ginger Ninja, always coming through, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Seriously, much appreciated. Jason Dyer, what's up, man? What is going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Jen in the chat. This should be awesome. Yes, it should. Yes, it should, because I'm going to be curious to see what you guys say. I have a random list that I've put together of various final girls from all over the map as far as the time periods. And I'm really curious to see what you guys say. I really am. So we're going to see how that all shapes up in a little bit. Rachel, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. All right. And Jason, thanks so much, man. Much appreciated. Definitely, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. It helps to support the channel. It helps to push the stream out to other folks. Yes. Elm Street, what's up? I have a feeling that you I know where you're going to go with this list. What's up, Julie? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Seriously. MMA, what's up? All right. Very cool. Russell, what's going on, man? Cody in the chat, what's going on? Horror Cat, ready to rock and roll. Mary's in the chat. What's up, Mary? Saying, hey, Night, thanks for coming on tonight. Well, Mary, thank you. I appreciate that. We definitely had some things going on behind the scenes, obviously, because we've changed up the stream, which we'll see how this goes. But number one, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys coming to swing by and hang out with us tonight on a Monday night. Thank you. And Jen, thank you for keeping track of the likes. If you could let me know about those every once in a while, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Anthony, what's going on? What's going on? All right. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for hitting that like button. We appreciate it. Brian, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. Looks good. Looks good. So guys, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to take some time to talk about the different iconic final girls in horror. So this is how I'd like to do it. First of all, I want you guys to definitely be a part of this. Let me know who's your favorite final girl or some of your favorite final girls and why. I definitely want to be able to understand where you're coming from and also give my own thoughts as well. But we've got so many over the years, right? Growing up, there were so many times I'd be watching a horror movie and you get to that point where you have that protagonist. And in this case, we're talking about final girls and it just always just kind of had me on edge, especially when I was a young kid, watching horror movies. This was like the beginning of my horror journey. I was maybe like, I don't know, 7 years old, something like that. And especially in those old days, watching the old Friday the 13th movies and Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre and stuff like that, it was a big part of what made those movies so effective for me. And seeing how these literal heroes would survive the perils of the films that they were in. So definitely let me know what you guys have for your final girls. Philip, what's going on? Good to see you too, man. Saying it's going to be hard. There are so many great final girls. It's very true. This very, very true. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. Seriously, seriously. So let's throw up a couple of these final girls, have a conversation about them, and you guys also let me know what you think too. Okay, so let's start the party off, and we've had multiple streams where we've talked about different movies, um, movies against movies, and final girls, and all those types of things. So we're going to start this thing off with Aaron um, from Your Next. Now, first of all, and I know there are a lot of people that still have slept on this movie. It's absolutely bonkers. Ho take. This is a ho take. If you have not seen Your Next, what are you doing? She, to me, is one of the most underrated final girls ever. Ever. And if you have seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Seriously. From beginning to end, she has this arc where you're just on this roller coaster with her and all the way up until the end. And even in the ending of the film, not to give it away for you guys that may not have seen it, but even at the ending, you're just like, what? I mean, she's just amazingly badass, a really great example of a modern final girl. We just talked about Your Next a couple weeks ago on Battle World. If you haven't checked that episode out, please do. But she's fantastic, and Sharni Vincent, who portrayed Erin, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy how good she is in this film. And if you're a fan of horror, if you're a fan of slashers, Your Next is definitely one that has to be on your list. It truly does. MMA saying Aaron from Your Next is definitely underrated. It's a shame we never got a sequel. I second that. She was amazing. The story was amazing. I so wish that Sharni would have done more horror because I think she fit it so well. She has this charisma about her. She also has this I don't know, she just seems like the type of person that you could meet in real life. So there was this realness to her, which did not take away from her performance whatsoever. But I'm just telling you, man, the first time I saw that movie, I could not believe it. So many twists and turns, guys. If you're looking for a horror movie that will take you on a roller coaster ride and give you twists and turns, Your Next is a movie you should see. Rachel saying, woo, and an Aussie final girl. That's right. Julie says Erin is so cool. All right. She is. She really, really is. No doubt. No doubt. Philip saying she's top tier as a final girl. Brian has this movie. Yes, yes. Very cool. Yeah, she's no nonsense. She's badass. And she grows into that, right, Rachel? In the beginning, and it's not really a spoiler, but in the beginning, you're just meeting her and she's just a regular person, right? And she's put into a situation where she has to make a choice, right? Fight or flight. And she was definitely ready to fight. Jen, you have to see this movie. If you're a slasher fan, if you're a horror fan, you should see it. But I'm just saying, it is so good. You can hear it from the people in this live chat giving it praise. And I must admit, I am happy that a lot of you guys have seen Your Next, because you should. Jen, you need to get on the train. Seriously. Definitely, definitely. Let's see. And yes, Horror Cat, Barbara Crampton is in it. And I'm an OG fan of Barbara Crampton since the 80s all the way up until now. Barbara's still doing great things in front of and behind the camera. So definitely, Barbara is amazing too. A great scream queen. Unstable's in the chat. What's going on? Erin from Your Next is one of my favorites. She was just awesome in the movie. She was. There's no doubt about it, guys. Like, we're just starting off with her and I'm already like hyped up because it's so amazing how she was portrayed in this film. She was great. She was great. Let's see what else. Rachel saying her fight, yes, agree, Knight. Her fight instincts just took over and it's so great. It is. Look, I'm just saying, us in the real world, we can learn a lot from Erin in Your Next, as far as how you have to make choices in life. Seriously. Elm Street is definitely time for a rewatch. You got to rewatch it. May Ann is in the chat. What's up, May? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you here. And so, guys, this is just the beginning. So, for you guys that are fans of Erin in Your Next, definitely continue to let the other folks that may not know about her, let them know about her in the chat. Let's go into our next final girl that we're going to talk about. And I do want to possibly attempt, and you guys are going to have to help me, but possibly attempt to rank these final girls. I don't know if we can do it. I don't know if I can do it, to be quite honest with you. Seriously. Let's go to our next final girl. It's Jess. Jess from Black Christmas 1974. Can you feel it? Can you feel it, guys? Let me just say it right off the bat. If you say you have not seen this movie, I'm telling you, you should see this movie. And guess what, guys? You will have the opportunity to do that with me, with the community, with our good friend Steven from Craving Something Scary this Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central, which I believe, is Central. And that is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we conclude Slayfest. So definitely. Jess is one of the OG final girls. Seriously, I'm telling you, she's absolutely amazing. And Rachel knows what's up, saying, yes, Jess, absolutely. You got to have Jess on your list. And it's not so much, let me just also say this too. This was kind of a random list for me, and this is not in any particular order. So let me say that as well. This is in no particular order. I just wanted to talk about some of the various final girls that have just given so much to the horror genre. Julie saying, I hope the redhead from Don't Go in the Woods is on this list. Hold on, man. Let me stop. First of all, Julie, the fact that you remembered that she was a redhead is crazy. You deserve some peppermint, lady. Here you go. I cannot believe that you just said that. That is absolutely crazy. On Slasher Movie Club, we do not talk about Don't Go in the Woods Alone. But that's okay, though. But seriously, that caught me off guard. That was good, man. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to Jess. Holy crap, that was great. Scott's in the chat. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And yes, the fantastic Olivia Hussey. She's a legend. She's a legend. Anthony saying, did she make it though? She made it. She made it. She made it. Julie saying Black Christmas is my favorite. That is awesome. Very, very cool. Yes. Rachel saying, I love Jazz with everything I have. Such a great subversive final girl. And as a bonus, I adore Olivia Hussey. I think we all adore her. She's just such a fantastic. If you've ever seen her in interviews or anything, she's just cool, man. She's just cool. Yeah. And yeah, Rachel saying that's up for debate, but I'd like to believe she did. Same thing here. No doubt. No doubt. Julie, I got my candy cane fix. Yeah, you did. You got the peppermint. You know what's going on. God. Only Billy knows. That's true. That's true. But if I was to take a bet, if someone were to ask me, did she survive or not? You only have one way or the other. I'm going to go with she survived. That's what I'm going to do. The queen is in the house. What's going on? Good to see you, Sarah. Hope you're doing well. We are just talking about some of the most iconic final girls of all time. And yeah, so far, this has been fun. We've already got the candy cane sniffer out once. We'll see if that happens again. You never know. You never know. Rachel saying Jess was such a progressive character. That whole storyline with her boyfriend was so surprising for a film from the 70s. It's very true, man. She was a strong character. She was confident. She wasn't overbearing though, and I think, again, that's a very tricky balance to have. And I think Olivia portrayed the character in such a great way. You couldn't help but be on her side. That's the other thing too, guys. We're talking about some of the best final girls ever. And the truth of the matter is, and it's not throwing any shade, but there's been many movies where you have that final girl and you're just not invested enough, right? And that happens sometimes. And usually it's a problem with the script or the story or the dialogue. I mean, every once in a while it could be the acting itself, but there are tons of them. So for these final girls that we're talking about today, and so many others, guys, this is not a definitive list by any means. This is a random list of a handful of them. But for these final girls that we're talking about and so many others, I think we need to give them tons of credit, especially for the final girls, the ones that were pioneers in a sense. I feel like there's the pioneers, and I think Jess is a great example of that. She's a pioneer of the final girl prototype. Julie also agreeing that they addressed that topic in the film Black Christmas was probably very empowering for women back then. I would agree with that. I really would. No doubt. Movie chat in the house. What's up? Saying watching Black Christmas right now. Well, hold on. Pause it. Don't watch it yet. We're watching it on Thursday night together as a group. No, I'm just saying. I'm just joking. You can watch it, but we will be watching it this Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as a group, as we head into the finale for our Slayfest event, holiday event. Yeah, it's going to be really, really fun. I love the film, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to say too much about it. Let's see. Philip saying, Night, one final girl I never hear anyone talk about is Jerry Line from Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. That's a good point. I mean, I think if this is a stream that people really enjoy, and especially the interactive aspect of it, there's no doubt in my mind, I was thinking of talking specifically about the final girls that aren't talked about enough or barely ever talked about. So great idea. And I think that it would be fun to do. So Philip, definitely sounds like that's something you'd like to talk about too. But you're right. And Demon Knight is really underrated. Very underrated. Let's see. And thank you, May, for putting the link in for Black Christmas this Thursday night, guys. As we head into the holidays, as we get ready to spend Christmas time with those around us, here at the Night Watch Zone and also on Craven Something Scary, we want to spend that time with you guys in the community. So on Wednesday night, we will be watching Silent Night, Deadly Night on Steven's channel. So definitely join us for that. And then on Thursday night, we will be back here to watch Black Christmas from 74. And to me, you guys know me, you know I'm old school all the way. And especially when you talk about movies like Halloween and so forth, Black Christmas is right in that parking lot. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to be geeking out, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Ginger Ninja knows what's up, saying Demon Knight is a great fun movie. It is. It really is. No doubt about it. Brian's putting the Randall flag emoji in the chat. I love it. I absolutely love it. And you know what? Here's the thing about Randall flag. You never know where he's going to pop up. He could pop up right now, Brian.
Baby, can you dig your man? He's a righteous man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Seriously. And speaking of which, we've got a $2 super chat. All right. Thank you so much. Movie chat. What's going on? Saying, do I have the Apollo Creed video yet? I don't. But I'm gonna tell you what, and part of the reason is because I haven't gotten fully to the franchise yet, which I'm hoping to do. We did do a live stream. It's been about a month now with my good buddy Gorephobe. So I don't know if you saw that or not, movie chat, but once I get deep into the Rocky franchise, which I'm hoping to do in hopefully the beginning of next year, we'll put something together for you. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. You know that. And look, man, here's the thing. Sometimes when you gotta be like Apollo Creed or Mr. T, it gets really, really weird. But you gotta dream, man. Here you go, man.
Miserable groan from the pain that you felt when I was born.
There it is. There it is. Thanks so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Hey, Sarah's coming into super chat, $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate it. Seriously, saying yes, underrated Final Girls would be a great idea. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I really, really was. Because there are several that are severely underrated, and I think there's a couple of them that are in this group too. You know, so there's a lot of conversation to be had, just like with Aaron from Your Next. I think Jess, you might put her in that list too, because I think here's the thing, guys. Let me just say this, and then we'll go to our next final girl. But you know, as time goes on, I think sometimes people tend to forget, right? Which it is what it is. That's just a natural thing. My particular interests in history with horror, it doesn't allow me to forget. I don't want to forget. And for me on this channel, I love to take the time to speak about, you know, those final girls or those movies or those actors that I became so attached to even when I was a young child. You know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate that you guys are open to that idea to talk about the underrated final girls. So Sarah, thank you so much for your super chat. You're all right. Let's play another one for you. Here we go.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
There you go, Sarah. That is for you. Thank you so much. Seriously, we appreciate it. May's got the Mr. T emojis going on. There you go. Jamie's in the house saying just in time for Mr. T's short shorts. There you go. You knew it had to happen sooner or later. All right. Very, very cool. And real quick, movie chat, you're welcome. Thank you too. Seriously, I appreciate it and appreciate you guys being here. Seriously, that means a lot to me. You guys probably never know how much. May says we got 23 in the chat, only 20 likes. Let's smash it. Let's do this thing, man. All right. All right. Rachel coming in with a great one, saying an underrated final girl I love is Dina Johnson from the Fear Street trilogy. Girl took on a 400-year-old curse to save her girlfriend. You know, that is a great point, Rachel. And I think the trilogy is, well, I don't know if I want to say underrated, but maybe just not talked about enough. I think there were a lot of people that enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Hopefully at some point I'll get a chance to talk about it. Matter of fact, Rachel, that might be something that we can connect on if you'd like one of these days, because you guys know I love having panels and stuff like that. But I agree. I absolutely agree. No doubt. No doubt at all. Let's see. No doubt, Ginger Ninja. Yes, Adelaide and Red from us. Awesome final girl. Yes, no doubt. Yeah, Lupita was just great. What a great performance. A dual role. It's just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. But good call, bro. Give me some more, guys. Keep throwing them in. Jamie saying, I just got home from shopping and the weather was so bad that a 45-minute drive turned into 2 hours. I'm so happy to be alive. I'm happy you're okay too, Jamie. I know exactly what you're talking about. We dealt with that, and there's power issues and everything. That's why we changed up the stream a little bit. And yeah, it's real. It's real, but I'm glad you're doing okay. Seriously. Brian saying the Indiana weather is bad here. Oh my goodness. For all of you guys, I'm right there with you, man. I this morning when I got off of work, my drive that usually is about 40 minutes probably was about an hour and a half. And I actually went to go get gas. Of course, it was the day we had this huge storm. Went to go get gas. I mean, things were blowing all over the place. Branches, power lines were down. My hat blew off. I was like, what the hell is going on here? It was crazy. It was probably some of the strongest gusts of wind I've seen in a long time. No doubt. Rachel saying, agree, Night. Fear Street deserves more love. And yes, definitely we should chat about that. That would be fun. That would be fun. It's something that I have not tackled on the channel yet, but been thinking about for quite a long time. Yeah. Jen saying the weather was bad here this morning, but not now. I'm glad to hear that, Jen. Seriously. I'm just hoping that everyone is safe and sound. Seriously. Jamie saying, it was scary. We almost crashed, but hubby regained control. The roads are really bad. Oh my goodness. Seriously. It's scary. It's really, really scary. But I'm glad you're okay, Jamie. I'm glad you and the hubby are okay. Movie chat saying one of my favorite final girls isn't normally considered a final girl. Megan from Friday 6. She is an awesome final girl, brother. Seriously. Now, I know a lot of you guys may have, and a lot of you guys probably have not, but we've gone through all the Friday the 13th films. You guys know that's my jam. That's my franchise. And when we got to part 6, it was a party. And we definitely talked about Megan. So definitely check that out when you get a chance. Maxine from X. Good call. Very good call. No doubt at all. Loved what Mia was able to do in that film. And of course, with Pearl, you know, not being technically, well, you know what I'm saying, as a final girl, but just performance wise, just crazy stuff. Loved it. Let's see. Ginger Ninja, this is a great point, bro. Saying not sure if Danny survived, but Danny from Midsommar. Yes. And again, another great performance. When you're talking about Florence and what she did in that performance, it was spellbinding. It really was. Great call. Love it. Julie coming through. More knowledge. I'm loving it. Underrated final girl. Casey from Split. Yes, you guys know I love Anya Taylor-Joy, so no doubt. Love it. We got Sir James in the chat. There we go. What's going on, bro? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. $5 super chat saying, hey man, happy holidays. My favorite final girl is Sigourney Weaver in Aliens. Bro, I mean, look, if you guys have paid attention to my intro, we literally name dropped Sigourney Weaver in it. So there's no doubt. She's not only one of my favorite actresses, but Ripley is one of my favorite characters in any genre. And she's just absolutely amazing. It's also awesome that she kind of blends genres, horror, sci-fi, and action. So definitely love Sigourney Weaver, always will, grew up on her, and Ripley is no doubt amazing. Let's play one for you, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. It really means a lot. It really helps us out here. So here we go.
Got him! Got him! Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
There we go. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you, seriously. Rachel saying, wish I could stay, but I have to run all, but I would definitely be around tomorrow for the next battle. Stay safe all. Yes, thank you so much, Rachel. Catch you later, and we will be back tomorrow night for Battle World. Title fight. Michael defends the title, and Freddie gets his first title shot. And who knows, man, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's Dream Warriors versus Halloween 2018. We're really excited to do that, and we hope that all of you guys will be with us tomorrow night starting at 7:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is going to be a barn burner. This one could be definitely a long one because we've got some new categories and a little bit of a twist that we're adding, but it's going to be a lot of fun, seriously. But thank you, Rachel, and take it easy. Yes. Let's see. Ginger Ninja saying, not an ironic final girl, but Max, Thaisa Farmiga from the Final Girls. Yes, good call, bro. And man, we had such a fun time when we talked about the Final Girls on Slasher Movie Club. And I love Thaisa. She's amazing. Obviously, just like her older sister. But that's a great call. I love that, man. I was not even thinking about her. Very, very cool. Horror Cat saying, Margot from The Menu. The Menu was great, man. Yeah, I loved it. Good call. You guys are all right, man. You guys know what's going on. I love it. Julie saying the owl costume was so cute and straight stage fright. Let me say this, Julie. First of all, the fact that you name dropped the clip, that shows the levels of the commitment that you're at to obscure horror films, and I love it. It was a great watch party too, man. We laughed our asses off, but it was a very enjoyable and entertaining old school slasher. So Jen's a fan of that clip. It's a fun one, man. If you guys could have seen our reaction at that point in the movie, it was awesome. It was funny. We were all laughing. It was crazy. Movie chat saying, so many easy on the eye Final Girls, but Jess is something otherworldly. Shame she backed out of McRae's sequel. Yeah, I was kind of sad to hear that she wasn't going to be in the It's Me Billy sequel as well, man. That kind of hit me hard. But the thing about Dave McRae, who's fantastic, I know the film is still going to be great. And the actress, I forgot the actress that's taking over for Olivia, but I'm sure she's going to do fantastic. Those guys know what they're doing, and I know it's going to be a great film. I really believe that. Anthony saying Ashley from Better Watch Out is a newer one. I enjoy it. Yes, Better Watch Out, fantastic. We watched that for Slate Fest. She was a great final girl. The movie was fantastic. It was fresh. Yeah, no doubt. Love that. Let's see. And we got Tina from Jason 7. Yeah, the female Professor X. No doubt. I think that when you talk about Friday the 13th, and I'm sure we're going to have a couple of Friday the 13th folks in here, Final Girls in here, there's just so many to choose from, right? But Tina, she's definitely amazing. She truly is amazing. Mary also agreeing with Ripley, one of the best final girls. Sigourney Weaver is a strong and smart final girl. Very true. There's no doubt about that. FD's in the chat. Julie from I Know What You Did Last Summer gets too much hate. She redeemed herself in the sequel. I would thoroughly agree with that. And we just talked about I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. We've already talked about I Know What You Did Last Summer for Slasher Movie Club, both. And definitely check those out if you haven't. We didn't have a lot of people that checked out the sequel. And we were sad because we really enjoyed the sequel. Coriander enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We had a watch party for it. Also with our good buddy Steven from Craving Something Scary. And I do think that Julie redeemed herself in the sequel. I think she was good in the original. I just think that, look, when you're in a movie where you got, Sarah Michelle Gellar in it, you're up against the ropes because you're going to have a divide of attention, right? Even though she didn't survive, but you know what I'm saying. But good call on that. Sir James coming in again, $2 super chat saying Final Girl Diana Keaton, Godfather 1 and 2. Now, see, this is one thing. Now, I guess you could think of it that way, possibly. Okay, if you're expanding beyond horror, kind of a little bit, definitely a lot that she was dealing with. I love that. Very, very cool, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Seriously, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Jen coming in, Alexandra from Wishmaster. Yes, love that. Love that. You know, we had a lot of fun talking about her character arc and everything she went through in Wishmaster. And that was one of our Battle World episodes from a while back. We've had like 25 Battle World episodes. I think that was probably within the first 8. Definitely. But that's a great call, Jen. Love it. Love it. Love it. Scott coming in with Sarah Connor. Absolutely. You guys know how I feel about the Terminator. I love the Terminator. It's a perfect movie. T2, one of the greatest sequels of all time. Linda Hamilton is an icon. She can do no wrong in my eyes. And the original Terminator is basically a slasher film. Okay, let's just call it what it is, at least in my opinion. So Sarah Connor definitely gets a nod, no doubt. Hey, Denisha is in the chat. What's up? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Denisha. Okay, let's talk about our next final girl. And I think that you guys, there's not going to be any big surprises with some of these. But look, we had to do this. We got to talk about our beloved Sydney. And, you know, it's interesting because we just did our episode that involved Scream 2. And I think, personally speaking, I think Nev was fantastic in Scream 2. There were so many little nuances that she brought to the role. And obviously, when you think about her in the Scream franchise, I mean, she was just so cemented, right? And those films were very character oriented, so she was able to utilize her strengths as an actress. But she's definitely one of the best of all time, no doubt about it. For you guys, let me know what you think about Sidney Prescott. What's your favorite performance from Nev as Sidney Prescott? You know, and I suppose that we should kind of angle this a little bit to Scream 7. And man, I'm just telling you, I was just so ready to see her on board with the Core 4, bringing back Stu. I mean, it would have been like a party, right? Can you imagine if all of that had come to pass? I mean, it was right there in our reach, but yeah, it didn't happen. It did not happen. FD saying, overall, my favorite final girl is either Sarah from The Descent, great call. I guess Juno would count as well, or Clear Rivers from Final Destination. Love Clear. Ali Larder is amazing. Great call. I loved Clear, even in Final Destination 2, although we know what happened at the end. It really broke my heart. But she is a great example of a final girl. Love it. And Sarah in The Descent is just amazing. Yeah. Movie chat saying, I find it hard to look past Nev. She was a final girl in a Scream movie she wasn't even in. That's a good point. That's how amazing that she is. Yes, love it. Love it. Jamie saying, Karen from The Grudge, she didn't back down. Love her. Yeah, she was amazing. Again, you know, and some of these actresses who've portrayed, you know, multiple characters, it's a pretty interesting thing too when you think about it, right? Very, very cool stuff. Let's see. And I know I got to catch up to you guys. I'm running behind, so bear with me. Let's see. Ginger Ninja saying Sarah from Day of the Dead, yes, or Barbara from Night of the Living Dead 90. That's right. Yes, agreed. Love them. Sarah was so good in Day of the Dead. I loved her character in Day of the Dead. Matter of fact, her character was one of the things that made that movie better and better each time I watched it. Because originally, Day of the Dead was, you know, I was just kind of like, interesting. Because, you know, when you follow up Dawn of the Dead, and Day is so much different, you know, but Sarah was a linchpin for me as far as not only enjoying the film more and more, but having it rise up into my rankings of the Romero Dead films, you know. Let's see. Tess from Barbarian. There you go, May. Very, very cool. Loved Barbarian, and Tess was amazing. I think that her character was really, really cool. And man, what twists and turns we had in that. Oh my God. Yes. Jen is going with Sydney in Scream 3. Fabulous acting. Very, very cool. And I think we were saying this yesterday when we were talking about our top 10 best Wes Craven movies, which, by the way, if you did not watch that stream, please do put it on your to-do list. We went down memory lane talking about the late, great Wes Craven. And we did mention Scream 3 and the fact that, there's a lot of folks that still have a certain lens on that film. But I think, considering everything that went on, it's still a fantastic film, and Nev was fantastic in it. So I agree with you, Jen. Jamie has a channel member anniversary for 10 months, guys. 10 months, almost at a year, 2 months away, Jamie. Oh my goodness. That's awesome stuff. Very, very cool. Really appreciate the support. It means a lot. It truly does. She says 10 months and counting. Love you guys. Thank you so much, Jamie. Seriously. Very, very cool. And we appreciate you so much. We really, really do. Julie says, I wouldn't even want to be a final girl in Final Destination. The paranoia would be eternal torture. Yes. Agreed. May's coming in with more outside of the box ones. Love it. Harper from Haunt. All right, May. May's stepping up to the plate. Philip saying best performance from Sid. I have two. Scream 1, if you hang up on me, you'll die, just like your mother. Her face says it all. And telling off Roman in 3. Yes, I agree with that. That finale in 3 was just great. It was absolutely great, no doubt. Mary saying, I think Alice from the Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Child was beautiful and strong, and brave final girl as well. She was. And Lisa Wilcox was fantastic. We had the absolute honor and pleasure of speaking live with Lisa Wilcox, and she was just lovely and amazing. Definitely check that out if you haven't. What a fun interview that was. It really, really was. Movie Chat coming in again with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. So I have to say my all-time fave is Rachel from Halloween 4. Nice. I'm gonna tell you what, you guys know me. I'm a huge Halloween fan. You guys know I love Halloween 4 so much. And Rachel is a huge part of that. Ellie Cornell is just amazing, and I just wish that she would come back in the franchise. I really do. Her and Danielle, that'd be so cool. But yeah, I love her as a final girl as well, no doubt at all. Movie Chat, let's play a clip for you. Here we go, man. Thank you so much for the support.
And you don't stop, sure shot. Go out to the parking lot, and you get in your car and you drive real far, and you drive all night, then you see a light.
Big, wide, happy, ear to ear, Kool-Aid smile, 'cause the biggest smile is a Kool-Aid smile.
There you go. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it. But yeah, with Sydney, I mean, look, let's just be honest about it. And you guys can start, ranking these final girls, but Sydney has to be near the top of the list. And to me, when you talk about final girls, especially if you have longevity, on your resume, which Nev does, that definitely gives you a lot of points. And she's been able to portray the character in different ways, in these 5 films. So I definitely, my hat is off to Nev Campbell and this character of Sidney Prescott, because I think that she's been a great example of a final girl. And man, I'm just glad that we've had her in horror. I really am. There's no doubt about that. Jamie saying, I know we're talking about final girls, but I feel like I need to say that Ash is one of the best final guys ever. There's no doubt about that at all. No doubt. Agreed. Brian saying, I'm off to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate you. Hope you have a great night. Let's see. We got SSH in the live chat. Welcome to the live chat. I don't think I've seen you here before, and if I have, welcome back. Saying Ripley in Alien and Aliens is the strongest final girl. Sigourney Weaver's amazing. There's just no doubt about it. Like I said, guys, as a kid growing up, especially when I saw Aliens, I cannot tell you guys how many times I watched that movie. There was a summer where we literally played that movie almost every day. I was at my buddy's house and, we'd be doing whatever, and just we would pop in Aliens. Let's watch Aliens. Let's watch Aliens. So no doubt at all. But welcome to the live chat. We appreciate you being here, SSH. Very, very cool. And by the way, just to remind folks, if you are popping in, definitely hit the like button. It really helps to support the channel, and it helps to push the stream out to some other folks that might like to join us here. ZZM, what is up? Matt's in the chat saying, hey everyone, good to see you, man. Long time no see. Awesome. Hope you're doing well. Very, very cool. All right. Let's see. FD is saying I'd put Gail over Sydney personally. Now, let me also say this. I love Gail, and when we talk about the OG3, it's funny because I love all three of them so much. I'm a huge Dewey fan as well. But I will agree, Gail definitely should be considered as a final girl. And I love her. I don't know if I would put her over Sydney. I don't know if I would do that. In a perfect world, they could both be at the top, but I absolutely love Courtney Cox. And it's a shame that in 6 that she didn't have more to do. She should have had more to do. It was a great chase scene. That was great. But other than that, Gail did not have any reason to be in Scream 6. So, but I love the character so much. I wanted to see so much more of Gail. Sarah saying Sid, Laurie, and Ripley are definitely on my Mount Rushmore of final girls. There you go. Very, very cool. And I cannot disagree. I cannot lie. Matt saying I get obsessed with football season. I hear you, man. I hear you. But we're still here. Check out those replays. Jamie saying Clear and Final Destination. Absolutely agree. Love Clear. She's an amazing final girl. No doubt about it. Ali Larder is one of my favorites. Seriously. Now, how about this? Let's talk about some other final girls, some newer ones. This is a newer one on the list. And we've got Winnie from It's a Wonderful Knife. Now, I know there are still a lot of people that have not seen that movie. I did a review on it. Check it out. I know that there's many other people. There's been buzz about it. I thought it was a really fun little Christmas movie, holiday horror movie. And I think that Winnie as a character, it was really interesting what they did with her character. Just to kind of be transparent like that without giving away big spoilers. I think the story was interesting, and her as a final girl, very, very cool. So I don't know, man. I mean, who knows what's going to happen in the future, but I definitely enjoyed her as a final girl. And you have to be invested. And if you're not invested in the final girl, if you have a final girl in the film, that is, then you're doomed. You're absolutely doomed. Let's see. James in the chat saying Nancy's my favorite final girl of all time. I knew that. She used her smarts and intelligence to beat Freddy. Absolutely. You guys know I love Nancy. Yes. FD has not seen It's a Wonderful Knife. You guys should check it out. Seriously, check it out. It was fun, especially if you're looking for a new holiday horror. This is a great one to have on your list, And I think we're doing Slave Fest. We're coming into our final week this week, and it's been so much fun going through these different Christmas horror movies. But the truth of the matter is that when you talk about Christmas horror movies, it's a very narrow lane of what is available, right? And I'm always glad to see new stuff come out that is good. And I think It's a Wonderful Knife is a good one. Jen's a fan of Winnie. Very, very cool. All right. May is going to be checking it out with Steven. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. And I know he's really excited to be doing that watch party. So it's a really good one, no doubt. Ginger Ninja saying, newer one. How about Tree from Happy Death Day 1 and 2? Good call. Love it, man. And definitely a great final girl. Julie saying, I haven't seen A Wonderful Knife yet. Julie, you should see it. You should. Jen has seen it twice. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Mary is a fan of Winnie. I liked her a lot. That's a good movie. It is a good movie. I agree. I absolutely agree. SSH saying, thanks. Ripley is my favorite. Halloween is probably my favorite movie from my childhood. I adore Neve Campbell. Had a crush on her in the 90s when I was a teen. I totally love Sharni Vin in Your Next. Well, I'll tell you what, this is the place for you, because all of those things you just talked about, we love to talk about here. No doubt about it. And you're right, man. When you talk about Ripley, when you talk about Neve Campbell, Sharni, just great stuff. Great stuff. And yeah, I'm a huge Halloween fan. There's no doubt. Obviously, check out my Halloween playlist. There's like 150 videos in that playlist. Oh, it's crazy. Jen said Bernie was also a final girl and wonderful knife. Bernie was great. A great character. Loved it. Loved it. Maga's in the chat. What's up, Maga? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And again, if you guys haven't hit the like button, please do. It helps to support us. May is going with Riley from Hellraiser 2022. Good call, May. You know, I'm going to tell you what, and I've talked about this a little bit. Let me just take Winnie off here for a second. And for you guys that have been around, you'll know this, but Hellraiser is a franchise that has totally shocked me, surprised me, entertained me, and pissed me off. Okay, when we talk about Hellraiser 4, and we did a watch party of it a couple months ago, it was hilarious. Man, the heights that the franchise fell from. I mean, there was such good stuff in it too. There really was, especially 1 and 2, great films. And I know there's some decent ones in the middle, but the new Hellraiser surprised the hell out of me. And I mean that pun for sure. I loved it. It was great. And I did not know what to expect. I hadn't watched a Hellraiser movie in several sequels before that. And I was impressed. I was really impressed that they were able to do what they did with the new Hellraiser. So credit to them. Credit to them. Ginger Ninja saying, speaking of holiday horror, I only realized last night The Rabbit from 1977 is set at Christmas. That makes it a Christmas horror movie. Woohoo. That's true, man. That is true. Good call on that, man. Good call. I love it. Anthony saying Sienna from Terrifier might be a good one. Unsure still. Well, there you go. Well, hey, maybe she might be one of the ones we're going to talk about here. We're going to see. We're going to see. Ginger Ninja, you know what's up, man. Shawnee Smith can do no wrong in my eyes. So definitely Meg from The Blob from 1988. No doubt. Okay, so who else we have on this list? I'm sure you guys are going to recognize some of these people. You might recognize this person. I don't know. Laurie Strode, you knew at some point I was going to talk about Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. One of the queens, definitely on that Mount Rushmore, like Sarah was talking about earlier. The longevity, the performances, what those performances in those movies have meant to horror, specifically the slasher genre, is just absolutely bonkers, crazy. What more could I say? I love this character. I love Laurie Strode. They did her dirty a couple times in the series, in the franchise, but she always found a way to kind of like make a comeback. And, even in things like Resurrection, when I saw Resurrection and they made her do the dumbest shit of all time, I could not believe it. I was like, that is not how you treat Laurie Strode. But she was able to come back, man. I love it. And even in the different iteration with Scout, who I think Scout had a really great performance as Laurie with her 2 movies. All controversy aside, right? But I think Scout did some great things. So definitely Laurie Strode had to be spoken about. No doubt at all. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. Absolutely do. Ginger Ninja saying Hellraiser in space, right? Yeah. As soon as I saw that they were in space, I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. He's a demon from hell. What are we doing? What are we doing in this movie? It's so fucking crazy. Don't get me going on a rant about Hellraiser 4. So frustrating. There's some good stuff in there, but tons of missed opportunities, man. FD saying I'd pick Amanda from Saw X. Wish she had more to do. Me too, man. And I think now that we know that Saw 11 is going to happen, check out my videos on them. I gave some info on all of that. But now with Saw 11 happening, I think we're going to see a lot more from her and hopefully John Kramer again, because that was smart of them in Saw X to put John Kramer front and center. And also someone else that I'm so happy that of the possibility of what they might bring to Saw 11. So no doubt, Shawnee Smith is amazing. No doubt. Jose, what's up? Jose's in the chat saying, hey, Night Watch fam. Hope you guys are well. What's up, Night? Hard-ass question for my favorite final girl. Maybe Sydney. Sorry, Laurie. It's okay, man. It's okay. The way I look at it, you know, if there's a Mount Rushmore, and maybe that's what we can talk about here, guys, is give me your Mount Rushmore, your 4 top favorite final girls. You know, when you talk about maybe Sydney, sorry, Laurie, you just named 2 of them that are just all-time greats. All-time greats, man. Jamie's saying, I got to give it to Sam Carpenter. She's a badass and I love her. No doubt. No doubt. And I'm sure she's going to be on this list. We got Smith's Grove in the chat. What's up? Speaking of Laurie Strode here. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. It helps us out so very much. Seriously. And for you guys that are also channel members, thank you guys for being here. We've had an interesting couple months with channel members because we've hit some goals. We've kind of gone back. We've had some ups and downs, but thank you guys for those who are here. We definitely are going to try to work towards new goals. But thank you so much, Smith's Grove. We really appreciate you with the super chat. Another way to help us out. Saying I actually ranked Rachel higher than Laurie on my stream. Sydney might be all time though, as the sacrilegious as it might be considering my channel. There you go. There you go. Well, you know what? I think that first of all, Sydney Prescott is amazing. Laurie is as well. Rachel is as well. There are some final girls just because of what they did in the films. They're just amazing. And you can't deny it, man. You just can't. Smith's Grove, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's play a clip for you. And yeah. Sometimes you got to be careful, even when you're playing a friendly game, right? Here we go.
A few moments later.
You never celebrate too fast. You never do it. Thanks so much, man. I much appreciate it. Mary saying, I love Sienna from Terrifier 2. Absolutely. She's fantastic. No doubt. Let's see. I know I got to catch up to you guys. Anthony saying Laurie is the OG. Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely one of the greatest of all time. You guys know that. If you've been watching me long enough, you already know I love Laurie Strode. Mary also saying Laurie Strode is my number 1. Always will be. Yes, yes. That's right, Matt. Was it the Boogeyman? Yeah. 'Twas the Boogeyman. Yeah. Bloodline was fun. Jose, you need to stop. Stop the lies. No, I'm just joking. It's fun. It was fun when we did the watch party because we were making a lot of fun of it. But it had good stuff in it. That's the problem. That's why it's so frustrating, because it had some good stuff in it, right? And I think, and there's a lot of story behind the scenes and stuff like that with it. So, you know, just to be transparent, I give it that. You know, when you have a lot of stuff going on in the production, it really screws you, right? And this is a good example. But yeah, it's a frustrating one for me, man. It's so frustrating. I can't say that enough. I know I've said it a lot. May saying Samara Weaving and Ready or Not, Sally and TCM, Crystal May from The Hunt. There you go. May's covering it all. Covering it all. Love it. Jessica Biel from the TCM remake. Very, very cool. Jen is not a fan of Ready or Not, which is so surprising to me. I would have thought that would have been one that you would have enjoyed. Darn. Carrie has a channel member anniversary. 18 months, guys. That is absolutely wow. Just saying that, it just takes my breath away. 18 months that you've helped to support the Night Watch Zone. obviously in many more ways than just being a channel member. But just speaking about as a channel member, Carrie, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know, as well as you know, some other people in the know that we've had a lot of ups and downs, but thank you so much for always just being there. And seriously, 18 months, that's a long ass time, man. Saying hey, 18 months, so many great final girls, no one gives Kate from Valentine any love. Giving her love. And also your awesome night. Love y'all. Thank you so much, Carrie, seriously. And Valentine is absolutely fantastic. Love it so much. And I know you're a huge fan of it. So you know what, Carrie, this is what we're gonna do for you. You know what's going on.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, bitch.
There it is. There it is. One of the greatest scream kings of all time, the great Justin Long. But thank you, Carrie, seriously. Very, very cool. Smith's Grove, you like that? That was a good clip. It was fun. Russell saying Hush is not a bad film. It's not. I really enjoy that one. Seriously. No doubt. And let's see. Marley Shelton rules. Yes. Agreed. Carrie saying, and I'll do 18 more night. You're so sweet. Seriously. You guys are all right. Thank you, Carrie. So let's see. Next up on our list, who do we got? Yeah, baby. Look, you guys, come on, let's just be real. You guys knew there was no way we're going to talk about Final Girls and I would not get a chance to talk about Friday the 13th. Come on. Let's just look. There's no lying here. There's no lying. And we're definitely getting down to brass tacks. We're talking about Chris from Friday the 13th, Part 3. You guys know I love Chris. Part 3 was such a big part of my fandom as a child, especially my early fandom. And Part 3 was just amazing. Richard Brooker, just amazing stuff as Jason. Chris as a final girl, even in the Friday franchise, I think is severely underrated. I did a really fun video about that a while back. Definitely check that out. Just talking about Chris and how as a character and as a final girl, she deserves more love. She really does, man. That finale, and I had a poll up, I think it was the other day on my community tab, and I was talking about final girls and finales and so forth. I think the finale in Friday 13th 3 still holds up to this day, and it's one of the best, man. So I absolutely love Chris. There's no doubt that she's fantastic, and Dana Kimmel definitely deserves more love. Definitely. Movie chat saying he can't be alive. I love that scene. As a kid, I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, she cannot kill Jason. What the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? Jamie has her list, her Mount Rushmore. 4 is Sidney Prescott. Ooh. Number 3, Cherry Darling from Planet Terror. Love it. Some love for Rose. Number 2 is Laurie Strode. And number 1 is Jenny from Friday the 13th Part 2. You're speaking my language, Jamie. You're speaking my language, and I like it. That's a great Mount Rushmore. I love it. And Cherry Darling, the out of the box call. I love it. It's a great film. I gotta talk about that someday too. It's a good one. It's a great one. Matt's a fan of Friday 13th 3. Man, I love Friday 13th Part 3. My favorite in the series. Chris is great. She is. Mayanne saying that Lily Sullivan in Evil Dead Rise. Yes. Some love for Evil Dead Rise. I'm gonna tell you what, guys. And I've tried to do a little bit with Evil Dead Rise. Hasn't gone necessarily the way I'd like it to. I'd love to talk more about it, but we did do a really fun watch party for it. And again, just fantastic performances by her and Alyssa. Alyssa, one of is the greatest Deadite in the Evil Dead franchise. Really cool stuff. Let's see. Anthony is a fan, loved Friday 3 and the finale. Yeah, you did. No doubt. Ginger Ninja coming in out of the box. How about a trio of final girls? Oh, I love that. Death Proof. Yes. Oh my gosh. I never even thought of it like that. That's great, man. Good call. I like that. Smith's Grove saying, I actually love Chris. Yes. Yes. She's amazing. She's amazing. It's a great film, and her character arc and the fact that she was attacked by Jason previously, before the movie takes place, and she chose to go back to Crystal Lake, to her family's cottage and stuff. That was just, she's just really interesting. A very brave final girl. I love it. Troy's in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you. Late, but I made it. Well, we're glad to have you here. And by the way, if you have not hit the like button, please do. It helps to support the channel. Also helps to push this stream out. And May or Sarah, if someone could tell us how many likes we have, that would be great. May saying, Trish from Jeepers Creepers. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Great call. FD is coming in with a $10 super chat. Wow. Thank you so very much. I kid you not. That means so much. It really helps us out here. Thank you for that generosity. It's amazing. Saying, gotta go with Lori from Freddy versus Jason. She took on 2 killers. That's a great point. She took on 2 of the big 3. And she did it at the same time. And I think that, and we've talked about Freddy versus Jason. Definitely, if you guys haven't checked out our extensive Friday the 13th playlist, please do. And Freddy versus Jason is so interesting, as a film, because obviously it took so long to get it to happen and so forth. And I know there are a lot of people that, they look at Laurie and there's a lot of criticism of Laurie and so forth. But, I think I enjoyed Laurie in that film. I really did. And yeah, so I'm glad that she's getting some love, man. Let's show some love, man. I really appreciate that, because there's a lot of people that, they may not be thinking of some of these final girls. And you guys have already come up with some really, really cool ones. But definitely, she took on 2 of the best of all time in Freddy versus Jason. FD, thank you so much for the soup chat. Much appreciated. And here's a clip for you.
The man in the black sombrero. This is Zero? I am certain of it. And the hideous dog you refer to must be my wife, yes?
I love that. Oh my God. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Smith's Grove agrees, saying severely underrated. No doubt. No doubt at all. Seriously. Jamie is a huge fan of the Grindhouse movies. Yeah, they are great. They are great. Movie chat is a great point. I think they did Chris wrong. Ended her completely out of her mind was just weird. Yeah, it was odd, right? And there was a game plan to do something else with Dana Kilmo and the character, but it never panned out. That's the only thing about the Friday films that was kind of a bummer, is that we had some great final girls that were either planned to bring back, or in the case of Alice, were done away with very early in part 2, that is. But they were never able to have those final girls in multiple movies the way that it should have been done, and yeah, that's too bad. It's too bad. Carrie saying, for final guys, can LL Cool J please be one? Carrie, I'm telling you, look, Carrie, I'm not even gonna say anything, but no, definitely he survived. He survived H2O. How he did it, I don't know, but he survived. But yeah, no, he could definitely be a final guy. That's a good one. Love it. Jen saying, I see 30 likes. All right. Very, very cool. And now 31. All right. Love it. Love it. Let's keep it rocking. Scott's coming in with this as a Mount Rushmore: Laurie Strode, Sarah Connor, Ellen Ripley, Nancy Thompson. All right. Very, very cool. Carrie, I know you love Alice. No doubt about it. And I'm sure we're going to be talking about Alice. Because yeah, she's absolutely amazing. Dying on that hill forever night. I hear you. I love it. You guys are too funny. Eric's in the house. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Talking about all these iconic final girls over the course of several decades. And Eric is saying Alice from Resident Evil is a favorite of mine. Yes, indeed, man. Of course, we had so much fun with that episode on Battle World. Again, guys, if you haven't seen that one, that was a fun one. Resident Evil versus Underworld. Very, very cool stuff. But yeah, you got to give Alice some credit, man. You really, really do. Mila was just amazing in that role. Let's see. Who else do we have here? I want to catch up with you guys. Carrie saying, I'm about the hoe takes night. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. True enough, man. Rocky from Phantasm 3. You know, if Jason was still here, he'd be freaking out that someone mentioned Phantasm. But good call, brother. Good call. Gotta love some Phantasm. And Rocky was awesome. Seriously. Now, who do we have next on this list? Yeah. Look, guys. You guys know Daniel Harris is one of my favorites. You know that. Since I was a kid, bro. Halloween 4 and even in Halloween 5, look, she just was, it was just so cool, you know, being at that particular age and seeing a young character dealing with Michael Myers was just it was just a big thing, man. When I got to meet Danielle Harris, and I've had the pleasure of meeting her twice, she's so cool, man. She's so freaking cool, and a kind person as well. So I definitely think, first of all, she has to be considered as one of the best. And not only because of the character arcs, but the fact that she did this as a child actor. Like, that could have gone so wrong, but she was fantastic, you know, and holding her own with the late, great Donald Pleasance. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Jamie Lloyd, played by Danielle Harris. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. No doubt about it. Hey, Jason, what's up? Good to see. Hope you're doing well too, man. Thanks for popping in. All right. Yeah. Smithsgrove saying, I want to know why Friday the 13th Part 4 is one of my favorites of the franchise and has one of my least favorite final girls. Ooh, no love for Trish. Ooh, you know, and I will say that Trish is an underrated final girl as well, especially in the franchise. I liked Trish, you know, and I think she had a lot of great qualities. Definitely a great finale. No doubt she had a great finale. And you guys know, if you've been around long enough, I reference that scene when she made a choice and she jumped out of that window. Jason was right there. There was nowhere else for her to run. And she said, you know, fuck it. I'm jumping out of a window. And it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So ZZM, favorite final girl. I'm going with Sydney Prescott. Matt, you can't go wrong with Sydney. You can't. Scott knows what's up. Halloween 4 is easily my favorite sequel. Had the best ending of the entire series. There you go. Movie chat saying, Jamie is a difficult one for me. Halloween 4, yes. Halloween 5, okay. That is fair. That is absolutely fair. And then would be the real Rob Zombie. Please stand. There you go. Love it. Jamie says, Ho take. Danielle Harris is my Annie. Right. No doubt about it. Russell saying, how about Day of the Woman? Well, there you go. Absolutely. Old school. You got to think about that. No doubt. Definitely a final girl. No doubt. Matt saying, Trish jumping out of the house after hearing, he's killing me. Ah, she's great. Yes. Agreed, man. Agreed. Next up, we've got Rachel from The Ring, Naomi Watts. I absolutely love Naomi Watts. We had a really fun Battle World episode with her as well. You guys are seeing a little bit of a repetitive thing here. A lot of these final girls, just fantastic, and we've highlighted them as well as their movies for our Battle World stream series. Rachel's fantastic, man. The movie's fantastic. At least in my opinion, I think it's a great American remake of the Japanese film. And I think that in this movie, it was just so atmospheric. And I think Naomi Watts portrayed this character in a really cool way. That being said, she's underrated. She's totally underrated, you know? And not only was she great in The Ring, but then coming into the sequel, so dealing with, Samara twice. I think Naomi is a great actress, and she's done a lot of great stuff outside of the ring. But yeah, she's definitely got to be one on my list, no doubt about it. You guys, let me know what you think about Rachel as a final girl, whether it be for the ring or the ring 2. But yeah, I thought that she was fantastic. Jamie saying Naomi Watts is one of my favorite actresses. Hell yeah. Agreed. She's done some really good movies. She deserves more love. Yes. Agreed. No doubt about it. She's so talented. And like I said, in that movie, in the ring, there was a lot of stuff going on with her character. You know, not only was she dealing with her son and trying to save her son, but the whole mystery aspect, being that, you know, investigator. I loved that aspect of the film. It was great. It was great. Mary saying, Jamie from Totally Killer, I thought she was an awesome final girl, and that movie rocks. I think that girl deserved an award for that movie. Good call, Mary. Agreed. Philip saying, loved Naomi in King Kong. Yes. Oh yeah, she was great in that. She's one of my favorites. Mayanne said, the ladies from Night of the Comet. You know what's up, May. You know what's up. Of course, the great Catherine Mary Stewart and Kelly Maroney. You guys know I absolutely love those ladies so much. It was so cool having them on the channel and interviewing them. They're both so kind. And we also just had Catherine with us the other week doing a live watch along of Night of the Comet. She came on with Ivan Roth, and that was so much fun, guys. Oh my God. I could listen to her talk all day. I truly could. She's that type of person. Let's see. FD is saying Rachel McAdams from Red Eye is an underrated one. Yes. I agree. We talked about Red Eye a little bit yesterday because guess what? Rachel McAdams is underrated as a final girl, but Red Eye is also an underrated movie. And especially when you talk about Wes Craven movies, it's like there's so many people that just don't talk about Red Eye, and it's criminal. It's criminal, no doubt. Jamie saying, what I love about Rachel in the ring is that she's bold, sassy, and smart, but has a big heart and wants to do the right thing. Yes. Oh yeah, it's true. I absolutely agreed. And Anthony, you're right. You know, when you really sit back and think about it, Wes Craven has created some of the best final girls. He truly has. Wes, again, we talked about it yesterday. Check out our live stream on it. What would be your top 10 best Wes Craven movies? It was tough for us to figure it out, but we did it live. But Wes was just so good at his craft, right? And he had great characters in his movies, but the fact that he had some really great final girls, and now we're talking about iconic final girls, it just says so much. It really, really does. CJ saying I would choose Meg Foster from They Live. Now, let me just say something. I absolutely love They Live, and I absolutely love Meg Foster. But she did them dirty at the end of the movie, man. I was like, how can you do that to my man? Both of them, you know, it's like, but it was a great twist, right? It was a great twist, and she's fantastic. She really, really is. Tina from Friday the 13th, part 7. That's right. That is right. Lar was awesome in this role, and it could have gone so bad. It really could have, but I loved her in this role. She was fantastic. She had the charisma. She was magnetic, and she went right up against Jason and kicked his ass a lot. Not all the way, of course, but she did some great ass kicking. CJ saying those blue eyes. Yes, for Meg. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt at all. Troy coming in saying Nancy is number 1. Love how she went from what was presented as a meek and coddled side character to being 100% proactive. She didn't just survive. She made the choice to learn how to take the fight to Freddy. Yes. Agreed. Let's see. Smith Grove saying, I'm on the Friday the 13th movies now for my review series, and I'm coming up on part 3. When I get to 4, I'll reevaluate Trish just for you tonight. It's been a while since I've seen it. Yeah, definitely reevaluate Trish, because I think there's some great stuff that she does in that film. She's definitely, put it this way, and I won't tell you where she ranks for me. For you guys that have been around, you know who I got at the top of Friday the 13th. But I think Trish is really good, and she did some great stuff in that film. She really did. So, yeah, check it out and see what you think, and let me know. Kimberly Beck was great in that role, I think. Yeah. May, let me just say something. You win. You win. Thank you. And if Coriander was here, she'd be thanking you so much. And I'm sure when she watches this replay, she's going to love this. Naru from Prey was fantastic. First of all, as a character, just fantastic. Second of all, what it meant to the franchise, because the Predator franchise was on life support, bro. And I love the franchise. But not only did the movie work, the effects, the story, but this lead character, this final girl, Naru, just amazing. And it's funny you say that, man, because we just rewatched Prey the other night for fun. It was so cool. Love that movie. Doesn't get the love it deserves. It really doesn't. Ginger Ninja knows what's up. Lar Park Lincoln is an icon, okay? She's an icon, and I'll die on that hill. Elm Street coming in with a $20 super chat, man. What? Bro. Oh, man. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. Man. That is so kind. Seriously. Thank you. Wow. Saying, I think Ripley could conquer any monster in any horror film. Also, Alice, Nancy, and Sydney would complete my top 4. Shout out to Keke Palmer as Emerald in Nope. Good call, man. Love it. Definitely a contender in the final girl list. Love it. And Keke was amazing in Nope. You guys know I love Nope. Fantastic movie. And she was just great in that role. Good call on that. Definitely a great Mount Rushmore, Alice, Nancy, Sydney, and Ellen Ripley. I love it. I love it. The rest of you guys, let us know what your Mount Rushmore is too as we start to wind down here. I want to hear more of your Mount Rushmores, guys, as we wind down. But Elm Street, man, thank you so much. Being a channel member and staying with us, sticking with us, being here in the streams and supporting us. We don't take that lightly. We truly appreciate it. It means a lot to us, and it helps us to continue to do what we do here at the Night Watch Zone. So, man, we got to give you a big clip here, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, here we go.
Bring that fat ass over here.
This. Like this. Swing your hips. Swing your hips. Fire! Swing your hips.
All right, man. Seriously, Elm Street, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Much appreciated. I couldn't thank you enough, but seriously, thank you. Awesome stuff. Let me see if I can catch up to you guys here. Very, very cool stuff, man. And Russell, thank you for thanking Elm Street for that super chat. It really, really helps. I mean, it helps all of us with what we want to do, and that's talk more about movies, more streams, more content, and it helps out. Seriously, thank you guys so much. Mary Santina from Friday 7. Oh yeah, she's awesome. One of my favorite Fridays as well. There you go. I love Friday 7 too. Movie chat coming in. Lori from Bloody Birthday was pretty cool. Yeah, good call. See, this is what I love about this stream, guys, is that you guys are coming out with some good ones too, right? That's what I love. And especially when we talk about underrated ones or just these hidden gems that, a lot of people don't talk enough about, myself included. And I'd love to talk more about those things. If we had enough people that were involved and wanting to see that. We definitely could talk more about that stuff, but I'm glad to be able to do a stream like this where we can talk about especially those hidden gem final girls a little bit too. Man, thank you so much, Movie Chat. Let's do this for you. Here we go. Sometimes you just want to dance, and this is what happens when you want to dance. Awesome stuff, man. Shout out to Tom Jones. Yes, very, very cool stuff, man. So Tina is fantastic. FD saying, speaking of child actors, what about Reagan from The Exorcist? Oh yeah, you guys look, man. You guys, come on, you guys know, definitely, no doubt about it. Linda Blair can do no wrong in my eyes. I love her so much. The Exorcist, one of the greatest of all time. Yes, 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 yes. Troy saying number 2 is Laurie Strode. I've had the pleasure to spend some time with the great Jamie Lee in my younger years. Thanks, Mom. And there is no way I could place her any lower. No doubt, man. She's just amazing. She's amazing. There's no doubt about it. Love her. Love her. Jamie's coming in saying, ho take. I love Alien versus Predator, and Alexa Woods is a great final girl. All right. Hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you what, AVP, I enjoy AVP as well. For you guys that have been around for a long time, you know, we've gone through the Predator franchise and we did tackle AVP and AVPR. So I love that, Jamie. I love that. Good call. Good call. Matt's coming in with Kate from Gremlins. Love it. Love it. Very, very cool. May got a kick out of that clip. Yeah. Anthony, that was a good one. Good one. Oh my God. And hey, Jen says she finally got to see Exorcist Believer. Jen, you gotta let us know what you thought of it. I'm curious. May has a channel member anniversary. 7 months, man. That's awesome stuff. Seriously. Thank you so much, May. And let me just say this, May. I mean, you have really been such a cool part of this community. So supportive, not only of the Night Watch Zone, but so many other channels. I don't know how you do it, but for me anyways, what's amazing is that you come to pretty much all the streams that we do here. I don't know how you do it. I appreciate it. It means a lot. You leave comments, you leave comments on community posts. You know, we get a chance to speak offline here and there, which is cool to get to know you more. And you've become a moderator. So it's like, holy crap, man, what can't you do? It's amazing stuff. And I appreciate it. I really do. I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart. So thank you so much for being with us. And it's been so much fun to have you here. It really has. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And happy anniversary. Yes. Jen is saying she did not hate it. She did not hate The Exorcist Believer. All right. Very, very cool. I did not hate it either. Which was a hot take, or as we say here, was a ho take. Oh, May, then I adore you, Night. You're so sweet. Seriously, thank you. Guys, I mean, not to sound melodramatic, but seriously, for you guys that, join us here and hang out and help support us here, and so many of you guys also being content creators like you, May, that means a lot, man. And like I've always said to people, my feeling as far as what we do here on this channel is to continue to grind out, push forward, and in turn, make sure that I support you guys that have spent so much time and being so generous to support here. So, at the end of the day, it truly is a family, and a win for one is a win for all of us. So thank you so much, May. Seriously. And we got another super chat from Never Not Nervous. Wow. Okay. Welcome to the chat. I don't recall having you here, but if you have been here, welcome again. But thank you so much for the super chat. Very, very cool. Much appreciated. It helps us out a lot. Saying my favorite is Kara Strode from Halloween 6. All right. Okay. Now we're getting into some discussion here. I love that. Saying love me some Marianne Hagen. I got drunk and messaged her on Facebook years ago, and she answered. Also, I really enjoy your channel. Wow. Seriously, man. I'm humbled. Thank you so much for that. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel. welcome to the community. If you haven't had a chance to be here too much on live streams, I appreciate that. We all do. And thank you so much for the generous super chat. I don't take that lightly either. It's very kind of you, and it helps us out so very much. Wow. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. Let's play a clip for you. Let's do this one. And if only Coriander were here or Eric, I think they'd be enjoying this one. But here we go. Let's do this. There we go. Um, and speaking of which, Never Not Nervous. I think Kara is underrated in the Halloween franchise, no doubt about that. I really did enjoy her character. Some missed opportunities, and we've talked ad nauseum about Halloween 6. When we did Halloween Fest 2, we talked about her character, but still some great stuff. And yeah, Marianne is awesome. So thank you for that. That was a good call, a very good call. Yeah. So as we start to wind down here, let's just see what else we got going on. Russell coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate it. Seriously, man. Another great stream. Love you all. Your family. Love everybody's comments. Congrats, May. The sis I never had. There you go. There you go. Love it. You guys are just so supportive of each other too. That's the best part. Seriously. And I really appreciate that. No doubt at all. No doubt. Smith's Grove saying, dude, I love Marianne. Kara's ranked 3rd on my Halloween list. Truly underrated, I think. I agree. I absolutely agree. There's no doubt about it. I enjoyed her as well. Now, look, guys, we're going to have to wind this thing down. You guys know how it goes for me because I actually work overnights. And I still had half a list to go. But this has been awesome because you guys have been coming up with some amazing calls on Final Girls and some great stories and conversation. And that's exactly what I was hoping to have tonight. I just want to say, first of all, thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out, number one, and especially in light of everything that's gone on today with the storm and us dealing with power outages and telling you, it's been a horror story today, and I wasn't even sure if we'd even be able to stream. And we changed up our topic, but it turned out to be great. So seriously, I really appreciate you guys being faithful and coming to join us and having fun together here in the live chat, man. It means so much to me. And Anthony, you're right. I think we got to do a part 2. Philip is saying it too, man, because we still got half a list here to go to talk about, and I wanted to hear some more Mount Rushmores, man. Seriously. I mean, so you guys, look, you guys are always in control, man. We want to talk about what you guys want to hear, man. So Elm Street's on board with it. I'm down with it. So look, guys, we're going to plan to do a part 2. I don't know exactly when we're going to do it because, as we know, next week is Christmas. So I do also want to wish you guys an early Merry Christmas if I don't see you guys before then, which hopefully I will, because Thursday night we've got Slayfest and tomorrow night we've got Battle World. So stay tuned. We're going to do a part 2 to the stream. I'm going to try to put it out there on social media and on the community tabs, and so hopefully that'll all work out. By the way, for you guys, if you haven't heard, we've got a new Facebook group called Escape to Horror, which we've started up for the Nightwatch Zone community to hang out and to be able to talk at any point during the day, evening, or night. So definitely check that out. I put it on the community post, the link. I'll put it on again at some point this evening. But thank you guys so much. It really means a lot, seriously. And May, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know Coriander appreciates that, saying send Coriander and the kids all of our love. Absolutely, man. It's been a tough day. And like I've said, there's been a lot of times that doing YouTube helps, and I know a lot of people enjoy what we do, but it also helps us to get through a lot of things. So seriously, thank you so much for that, May. It was very cool. Thanks so much, man. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hope we see you guys. Seriously. Hope we see you guys, either tomorrow night or Thursday or both. And I'm probably going to be streaming on Thursday morning. It's crazy. So I love it. Smith's Grove saying, yeah, we got to hear your list night. Absolutely, man. we're going to do a part 2 to this. We're going to have some more fun with it. This has been great. This was actually even more interactive than I envisioned. So that's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, definitely go over to my buddy Steven's channel, Craving Something Scary. He's on right now, and I definitely didn't want to go too long to interfere with him over there. But seriously, you guys rock. Freddie rightfully takes the crowd tomorrow. We're gonna see, Troy. We're gonna see. Who knows? It might happen. Michael went through the gauntlet, so he might be tired. I don't know. But anyways, guys, seriously, you guys rock. I will talk to you guys later. And as always, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace out, guys. You rock.